Hey guys, John from Keto Bars here. Today I wanted to share about my launch day, the first sale I ever had on ketobars.com, and kind of the work and process that led up to that. So I had the idea for Keto Bars in 2012 because I was on the ketogenic diet. I was looking for just a protein bar probably to eat between breakfast and lunch. And I couldn't find anything. And oddly enough, I didn't find Quest bars back then either. I'm not sure how big they were. If they weren't already big, they were on the cusp of being huge. And by huge, I mean in GNC and the number one protein bar on the market, which I think they still are today. Anyway, I was like, okay, so no one's making anything for people on a ketogenic diet. That seems weird. I couldn't find anything. I was looking around, and then I did a domain name search. So when I searched Keto Bars and it was available, I'm like, nobody's doing this because it's the obvious name. Even if you're going to go with a different name, just to own ketobars.com is kind of it's a great domain. So I bought it. I bought a couple other domains, and I worked on it nights and weekends, just an hour or two here and there. And I just made so many bad recipes. I had two roommates at the time, and they would be watching the Phillies game or something like that. And I'd be bringing out different recipes. They would try them, and they were bad. They were all bad. But I just wanted to see is there anything going for it? Because all I did was buy all the ingredients at the grocery store, what's low carb and high fat, and what can I mash together? I don't have any culinary background. So I start mashing stuff together, and over months start making some leeway, find some ingredients that I think are gonna be good. So coconut was a quick early one where I'm you know what, coconut tastes good, even unsweetened coconut. So it's not much of a stretch to think there's gonna be coconut in the bars. So eventually I end up with a recipe that's pretty good, that I think, that I like, that I know that I would personally eat. So I'm this is it, this is what I'm gonna do. So I spent, I think that's at the beginning of the year of 2014, and there's a bunch of hoops to jump through. You have to, of course, build a website and take pictures and all this different stuff, but I also had to get approved by the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture. I just had some legal hoops and stuff like that to jump through too. So I was doing all that, and I think it was basically the beginning of April that I was I think I'm pretty much ready to go. The website was built. I knew what I was doing as far as the recipe that I was gonna do. We ended up changing it, later, but it was the one that I launched with. So it was awesome. I was getting more and more excited. I hadn't told a lot of people. I just wasn't excited about the idea of telling people I was working on it and then maybe not launch or something not work out. So I hadn't told that many people. But coming up to launch day, I turned the website on. I told some friends, hey, can you check this out? Make sure there's no spelling errors or just bad formatting. There's a million things that can go wrong. It kind of all looked good. And on April 15th, I took out an ad on our Keto. So on the Keto subreddit. And I was this is gonna be great. I spent a bunch of time on the Keto subreddit, and these are the people that, if I like it, they're likely to like it. But if they don't, then no one's gonna like it. There's 70,000 people, I think at that time, on the subreddit. So it's a perfect spot to test something, get some feedback. People in Reddit are generally cool, and as long as you're not obnoxious or trying to take advantage of people or stuff like that, they'll give you good feedback and stuff like that. So I take out an ad, and it went live at midnight. So I stayed up late, and I wanted to see if there was gonna be traffic. No, I didn't see anything. Reddit's data was coming in late. I think that was a thing with their old platform. It would come in late. My website wasn't registering any hits or anything either. I went to bed Woke up in the morning, checked, no sales, bummer, but at least I was seeing some traffic. And the exciting part was that like I knew it was working. I knew the process, like the ad was actually working and there was some traffic. So, you know, if you get no sales, it's still a little bit of a win in that like, well, at least I know I got traffic. So at least my ad generated something, and it wasn't good enough. So like, I'm always open to that idea. But I was seeing some traffic, and I stopped into my dad's office and I was showing him the back end of the website and like, hey, look, here's the traffic, here's the ad I'm running, all this different stuff. And sure enough, while we were looking at it, my first sale popped up. And the person ordered, 10 bars. At the time we had some shakes, some shake powders, and they ordered 10 shakes, 10 bars. And I don't know, we like high-fived or something. It was awesome. It was such a cool feeling. But then you immediately go from like pumped that you got your sale to like nervous, because if they don't like it, like they're gonna leave a bad review or like never buy again. And with something at that price, you kind of live off of repeat customers and stuff like that. So you need them to like it, or at least to get feedback and then change it into something they do like. So I was watching my phone like a hawk that day at work, like any more emails popping up, anything else, any more sales. And sure enough, I got 4 sales that day. I had only pre-made 40 bars and they come in 10 packs. So I had sold all 40 of the bars that I made. And man, it was an incredible day. I remember it distinctly. I remember just like, it was a moment that I felt like I went from being like a wantrepreneur, like trying things, saying I was gonna do them, reading lots of articles, but like until you actually do something, like it's nothing. So to actually have real sales and something that like had actually turned into a real project, not just work that fizzled out, was a really, really, really exciting day. And I look back on it really fondly.